What's up, YouTube? I'm Dijon.
And I'm Donte. So on this channel, the things that, I don't know why I'm doing all this, but the things that we discuss on this channel is going to be our opinions on TV shows that
Don't be
watch.
offended.
We're going to give our opinions on things and you might get offended. Disclaimer, we don't care. We're just going to give what we think, our opinions on things. So if you, for all people out there that watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, we're going to give our opinions on season 12. And I don't remember what episode it was. But the episode where, the RHOA fans will know this one, where it's Cynthia's annual Bailey Q. Where, we do things that get discussed. We're not going to discuss the whole episode. We don't have time for all that. Yeah. But we're going to just break down points that he wants to make and points that I want to make.
The reason why we decided to make a YouTube channel, because we sit around and, we talk about these things. And, we have real conversations and funny conversations, mainly because of me, because, I'm a hilarious guy. But, we just give our opinions and we feel like we want to see what you guys think, I know other people talk about this show. We're going to give our opinions on certain things, and that's that. You don't got to like it, or you can like it. Who knows? You might like it. So anyways, let's get down to...
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.
Oh, and share it with your friends. You gotta
share it.
All right, so let's see what happened first. Well, the only thing I really care about is how Kenya is over here being petty. First of all, let me just let y'all know something. I don't really like Kenya like that in past seasons because I feel like she's like a bully, and I know some of y'all may think she, is not all that bad, and you may enjoy her. That's your opinion. That's what you write. But I just don't like how she starts shit with people, like, for no reason. I know it's a reality TV show, and she's great for she is great for TV and everything. But and I know we only get a few seconds or whatever, a few minutes of a whole freaking day of what they film. But in my opinion, from what I see and her personality, because I can read people and, I'm a good observer of people and everything. So her personality, it wouldn't match with mine. Okay, I don't like people like that. So basically, I think, Donte would agree that I think she is like, she's one of those people that you just, a pot stirrer. That's what she likes to do. And she talks shit, a lot of shit. But the thing is, the difference between her and Eva is she'll say it to your face. Eva likes to retract everything she says. She forgets what she says. Oh no, I didn't say that. That's not what I meant.
Or I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, I never said it like that. And as you can see on that episode, like, this is a prime example of why I don't really like that girl. That girl makes me sick. But what I would say, my point is, with Kenya this season, I kind of like her. I kind of like her more on this season now because obviously it's highlighting who Eva is, and when you compare the two, Eva, I feel like Eva's worse than Kenya really is. That's my opinion.
So you think
and not because she's a mom. I already told this boy that she's gonna become a mom. She'll become a mom, and then she's gonna, people think she's gonna change, right? Yeah, she can change and everything, but that person is still there.
And people think that, I think about a lot of people, once they have kids, men and women, once they have kids, this is going to change their whole viewpoint on everyone, their attitude, their outlook. And sometimes kids can come into the situation and it doesn't make anything better. It actually makes them a horrible person. So I learned that the hard way. So I think I kind of disagree here. I think that, we're going to see a different side of Kenya this season. I'm not a big fan of Eva.
I'm not a big fan of Portia and Kenya. I'm not saying they should hold a grudge forever.
You got to forgive
But people. You can forgive and all of that. But look, be smart. This person's gonna do it to you. They're gonna do it again. They're gonna keep doing it again. They're gonna keep doing it again. That's because that's who they are. So you gotta take people for who they are. You can change, but if you're really truly like demonstrating that you're changing, I mean, you have proof that you're changing, then that's one thing. But if you're gonna say you're changing, then you have to actually change. And if you're not changing, then that means you're not really trying to change, and you're just wasting people's time. So, but so far, I kind of like Kenya. I like her. I did have to skip a lot of her scenes in the beginning because, I'm not a fan. Definitely not a fan of this whole beef with Nene. All this stuff with Nene. I don't understand it myself. Don't understand it. Why they gotta, why she got a beef with Nene for anyway? I don't even know what the deal is with that. But anyways, I just think now with Cynthia, Cynthia's a whole nother story because
she's a flip-flopper.
She's a flip-flopper, and she don't know, it just makes no sense. So she's not friends with Nene, then she becomes friends with Kenya, and then now Kenya, you can see it on TV, how their friendship is strained, and now she's all up under Eva. Wow, that's really crazy. So I just feel like my personal opinion, I just feel like the girl, just using her as, a storyline, because obviously what else does Cynthia got going on, really? When you think about it, how many times have they shown her man this season? Let's talk about that. How many times have they shown Mark, what's his name, Hill? Yeah. Mike
Hill.
Yeah, that whole hashtag chill, whatever that is.
See Hill.
How many times have they shown him? I mean, she could be using him as a storyline, but she's using other people, other cast members as a storyline because I don't know. Maybe she's just not. She don't bring nothing to the table.
I think with I want to shine back on Nene for a second. Kind of disagrees, but I think when Nene keeps saying that, everyone doesn't know Cynthia for who she really is, or we can't wait, you have to wait and see how Cynthia moves and all this stuff. I want to see this Cynthia that curses, that has this strong personality. I think on the show she tends to kind of, hide under. We saw season 7, a little bit of a shift.
That was season 7. She had to.
But after season 7, it was like, okay, so I think I proved my spot, so I don't have to do that anymore. And she went back to going under Kenya. Again, she likes to hide under strong personalities. That's my only criticism of her, and she flip-flops. There's that. Think of, back to the scene where at Kenya's baby's, sippancy, whatever you want to call it.
What the fuck that shit was.
Where she presents the baby to the rest of the girls. She's basically over here backing up Eva over defending her friend that's supposed to be her best friend, Kenya. So I never understood why she's not a great person to defend you when you're not around.
Right.
She does not defend you when you're around. Only when you're in her face. For instance, let's flash forward to the Bailey Q, where Cynthia was backing up Eva when her and Kenya were going back and forth. Difference. What does she really? If you sit back and hold on, Cynthia fans, let's hold on one second. If you sit back and think, what does she offer to this show? What is she bringing to the show, really?
In past seasons, she had stuff to talk about, like Bar 1. Call it Bar None. Yeah, Bar None. What's that? Bailey, somewhere Bailey in it. Her dance.
Bailey Agency.
What is Bailey Agency? Something like that.
Yeah, they stopped talking about that. Stop showing that.
And the whole Peter, because she had a husband. Yeah. She had somebody, and he was doing business, and she was doing business. They had something to talk about, Like you see with Candy, she has a husband, she has family, she has stuff to talk about.
Same thing with Candy though. Besides the whole surrogacy thing, what was her storyline? What's her storyline so far? That her husband, they're opening another business? I mean, we saw that last season. We saw the season before that. Can we get something new here? Because she's sending her daughter off to intern program. Okay. I mean, besides that, what else are we getting from Candy?
Well, I just think they need like some new people. So let's talk about that part where she with Portia had the doll, right?
Mm.
She had the doll. Kenya goes to a car. She gets the doll and brings it to. First of all, this is why I don't like Kenya. Why be that petty? If you don't want the doll, don't use the doll. Don't give it to your daughter. You don't want the doll. Okay?
Donate it.
Right. Give somebody else who wants it.
Or give it back.
Don't re-gift it and then like it's childish. Like, girl, you're like 50 something, almost 50 something years old, and you're acting like a child.
But I get it.
I didn't even act like that when I was that child.
You don't want bad energy around your child. So if this woman is really not feeling you, and you just find out, oh, it's nice, give it first.
Oh no, I definitely would not have accepted that gift.
So I would have given it right back to her.
I would have given it right back to her.
I'm like, here you go. Here's a gift. Here's a gift back. I don't need it. If that's how you feel about me, I don't want it. I mean, the big problem I think that some fans are getting about it is when she first made those comments back at Brooklyn's presentation. Yeah, that whole stuff. I mean, it made it seem like Kenya was this child abuser, or that she would harm her child because of past group events. I really felt like that didn't make sense to me.
Like, first of all, for me,
when did she ever harm a child?
For me, okay, Eva don't really know. She don't know Kenya, okay? And for me, as a person, if I put myself in that shoes, because I've had, back in the day, I was somebody else. I would get to know people, and I was confrontational. Get to know the person for myself before I judge off of what other people think. And that's what Eva should do. That's why I don't like Eva, because she's over here. And then, what the heck is Cynthia? What kind of friend is that? Like, you gonna sit there, oh, you gotta make sure the energy's right. What's that supposed to mean? Like,
can you have your friends back, please?
Like, what is wrong with you? You know Kenya. You're supposed to defend her. What kind of friend is that?
And my thing with Eva is, if you felt like you couldn't bring your children to this event, first of all, it's mostly a kids event. Really want to think about it. People that truly support Kenya.
And
so if you don't know this girl and you feel like her energy, or not energy, but you feel like, I wouldn't want to bring my kids around, I don't know her like that, then why come? I mean, you can pick and choose where you want your kids to go. That is your prerogative as a parent. But the thing is, why were you there then? This wasn't an event to get to know Kenya. This was an event to get to know her child.
Right. It wasn't about Kenya. It was about her child. She wanted you guys to meet.
And instead of making it about Brooklyn, she made it about Kenya.
Right.
She just stayed home. No one's saying she can't bring her kids. No one's telling her where and when to bring her kids to anything. No one's telling her that. We're just saying if that's how you felt, you should stay home.
So, like, the whole doll thing, I was like, this is old Kenya right here. Old kid, yeah. Okay. So I was totally in agreement with Portia when she was like, no, we gotta fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely.
I was in agreement with that. Then they go out there, right? They go out there. Then after all that, Marlo comes and sits down, and they're talking about.
The thing might have been still about what happened at the event, or the details where Eva was like, whatever they told you was wrong. Basically, what she always does is backpedal. She just tried to backpedal. And it was Cynthia that brought up energy, even never said anything about energy.
She did say that. Even though she did say that, Eva did not disregard what she said.
No.
She did not say that, well, I don't think that. She didn't say that. Okay? So, to be honest, I mean, she might as well be saying, I agree with you, Because she didn't say I don't agree with her, or, well, I don't think that, So,
One thing Nene said that was correct. If you watch Cynthia, you can tell exactly, and you can see how she moves. If you watch closely at people, you can tell exactly what they mean, exactly how they move, exactly who they are as a person. You just have to look at a person. Not necessarily what they say, but how they act. I don't listen to words, I listen to actions. He's feeling that same way.
They can, they can say one thing and do another, So just be careful, You gotta watch out for people like that. The whole shade back and forth with
Marlo and Kenya.
No.
Right? That was
it Marlo and Kenya? No, it was
No, it was Marlo and Eva. I think Marlo made it far beyond that point. It's just a little shade battle between the bus. Now it's, you have bad credit, you got bad finances, you're on the phone with your ex-bridesmaids and ex-best friends.
That's who Marlo, y'all know Marlo, okay? She's been with the same person. That's why I love Marlo, okay? I know she F's up from time to time. I know that. No one's perfect.
Was messed up.
But one thing you can never take away from Marlo is she's 100% true to herself.
That's true.
She's always the same person. She didn't switch up. Every season, she's the same person. Okay? So, you can't say that for some of these ladies now.
Everyone has their flaws. Like he said earlier, they only show you a few seconds of a whole 30-minute conversation or however long conversation that it may be. So, but my thing is, if you're going to dig up, purposely try to hurt me by going about my finances, about where I'm living at.
First of all,
what I'm doing with my own life.
She didn't dig up any of that stuff. Eva's bridesmaid.
But she could have said no.
Spilled all of that stuff.
She could have said no, but Marlo wanted to do it. That's what
makes
her a bad person.
I don't blame Marlo because she just wanted to be nosy. And if someone's telling me stuff about them, I'm gonna listen. So, I have ears. I'm gonna hear what they got.
So if she wants to do all of that, then she has to understand Eva's response is, I don't want to deal with you.
But the thing is, she's taking it out. She's taking it out on Marlo when there were a whole lot of other girls sitting around chatting about it, laughing it up.
True, but who did it come from?
Don't matter. They're all.
It was Marlo, Nene. They were all, and Tanya. But I think Marlo shouldn't have. I mean, if you're going to sit around and do that, just know what her reaction is going to be to that. She's not going to want to deal with you. I get it. She wants to be nosy, and her best friend came to Marlo. But there was a reason why her best friend came to Marlo. One, Marlo's on the show. And two, Marlo's messy. So she has no problem bringing it to the show. So when she got up, took her duck, or whatever the hell was on that plate, when she got up and left, I agreed. I would have done the same exact thing. And I get why Eva doesn't really want to rock with her now. So I don't see why Marlo is so confused at the Bailey Q on why Eva's giving her the energy. There's the energy word again. But she's giving her that energy.
That part right there, that part pissed me off a little bit. Like, own your shade.
She does even never owns her shade. So throw the shade out there. But like, that's not what I meant.
It's not like these people aren't going to see the same thing.
Right. We're all watching it. You're
going to have to own up to it eventually.
Hopefully this whole Cynthia and Nene crap, we can stop it. Because it's kind of tiring at this point. It's the same storyline that gets brought up every few years. I get it. It happens in friendships. Friendships go through ups and downs, peaks and valleys, highs and lows. I get it. But it's kind of boring at this point and kind of tiring. If you're gonna be friends, be friends. If not, best luck to you.
And now, what do y'all think about this Giovanna from Clark? CAU.
I was that bitch.
Yeah, I'm all that.
From CAU. Excuse my language.
I don't know what y'all think about her, but let me just tell you something. She's the snake.
She's a snake. Everyone keeps wondering, oh my God, who's the snake? Who's the snake? She just admitted that she's the snake.
You gotta be an idiot. Not to see it this episode.
Listen.
Like, you gotta be an idiot.
See and listen.
Obviously, she is going back and telling Nene everything.
She just admitted to doing it. I mean, if you watch last Sunday's episode, or this past Sunday's episode, you can tell that she went back and told Nene I mean, she literally said that she did. So, that was my thing. She was proud of it too. And that whole thirsty thing, I don't know if y'all remember that when they were giving out the medals for like awards.
Yeah.
Like thirsty, like Giovanna, you are the thirstiest to be on the show. The thirstiest. And then what really undid me was the confessional where Portia was talking about the thirsty thing and showed Giovanna's Instagram.
Oh yeah, first of all, I don't follow Giovanna.
Neither do I.
And so that was my first time seeing it. I was like, what the hell is this girl doing?
Like, what are you doing?
Girl, you look like a damn fool right now. Like, she acting so stupid. Like, what the heck was that? I couldn't understand what the hell that shit was. Like, for real. What kind of dance? What was she doing?
That wasn't dance. So what beat was she dancing to?
I don't understand.
I mean, we never watched the original video, so you know, what do we know? But seeing the interview not interview, the little clip on the show, it looked like she was dancing to an invisible beat that we didn't even hear.
I don't know if this is gonna be the last thing we talk about, but I want to know what y'all think. When they were all talking about how Cynthia has friends that are aggressive, how they talk, and how Cynthia kind of lets some things slide with certain people and stuff.
Yeah, take for instance, let's go back, make sure I'm correct here. When she called Peter, Cynthia's ex-husband Peter, Nene called Peter a B. You remember that, and how Cynthia kind of let it slide in a sense on the show, but later on was like, I didn't really like that.
Right, because she had people hyping her up. I don't know, maybe she wasn't that Cynthia back then.
But that's one example, and I think off the show, she probably was, behind the scenes, she probably was pissed about it. So, and then other people would put her in a task to really bring that out. The reason why I brought that up is that it's a prime example of how she would let certain people say things and let it slide. You know, we all have that one friend, not all of us, but some people have that one friend that you let almost anything slide because, oh, that's how they are.
Cynthia, letting certain things slide with people, yeah, I get it and everything, but come on. You gotta have a backbone. You gotta stand up, speak out.
I mean, she'll have it one minute,
all the
next
time.
minute, and then she'll be like, oh no, let me not. I don't want to say nothing, but no, you gotta call people out on
I will say
stuff.
that the way Kenya was talking, it said,
it was just. Let me finish speaking. It's like, why would you let your friend talk to you like that? Like, never let someone disrespect you, especially a friend, and especially on national TV. No one's ever going to disrespect me like that, ever. No. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that whole comment on Cynthia hides herself behind strong personalities? If you agree with it, if you disagree. Well, I think this wraps up the video on our review on RHOA Housewives of Atlanta season 12, the episode where Cynthia has her annual Bailey Q. Thank you guys for watching. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.